Hey everybody, Corey from Gemini Guitar, and we are back for some darkish dream pop, I guess you might say. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to transfer our triad shapes onto all sets of strings. So we are going to start with the shapes themselves. We're going to have two shapes. It's going to be the major and the minor shape. And the first one we're going to be doing is the major shape of B. We're going to then go to the E minor shape, or E flat minor actually, and then D flat. So the way the sets work is we've got 1 to 3, 2 to 4, 3 to 5, and 4 to 6. So they're a group of 3 strings, and we'll be moving that triad through each group. So to do it, we are going to take the highest note of the triad, and then we're going to put it on the bottom using the octave shape. Some of the octave shapes here are the unconventional ones, so they're the ones that you might not be familiar with. The normal octave shape most lead players will use, or even some rhythm players, is this one. For the B triad, the octave shape we're going to be using looks like this. So we've got string 1, fret 2, string 4, fret 4. And so this F sharp note is going to go to where the third finger is. I'm going to keep these two notes that I had with the third and the fourth finger, but then I'm going to put the F sharp here, so I'm going to use my first finger. Now as for the E flat minor, the B flat note is going to move using the same shape as we looked at, so 3 frets apart, 1, 2, 3 strings up this way, and so we get the note here. So it's going to look like this. And our other shape's really easy because we just do the same as what we did with B. So we had, so this note's going to go over on the bottom on the 4th string. We may use different fingers, I'm not sure, let's check. No, we can use the index or third. It's fine. So the order that we did the first lot in was here. Pretty easy picking pattern. We're concentrating more on the shapes themselves, but just working back. And then we've got this one. So we're working from highest to lowest, and then back. So then we have to transfer on to the 3rd, 4th, and 5th strings. So we've got this triad. So this note, which is the E flat, is going to move then onto the E flat on string 5. So it's actually the same octave shape. 3 frets apart, highest note, move up 3 strings, and where your third finger is. So our shape for the B triad is going to look like this. So our minor shape will look, I think, identical. Not quite, no. It'll look a little bit different. That's because of the string tunings on 3 and 2. So in this case, it's going to look a bit different. So I'm going to use middle and index and third finger here for this one, and it's going to be at fret 8 with the middle and index. Strings 3 and 4, and then the third finger is going to be at fret 9 on the 5th string. So again, when we did the previous shape of E flat minor, we had the highest note here. If we transfer it, remembering the rule, so we've got 3 frets between them, or you can just count over 2 frets, work your way up from the 2nd string 3, and you get to your octave. And so the shape will look like that. And again, our major shape is going to be the same as the one we started with, which was the B. We just move it up 2 frets. So that's really easy to remember. And you can remember that actually in scales, the way chords work is, or most 7-note scales, at least the major and the minor scales anyway, you've got 3 minor chords, 3 major chords, and 1 diminished chord. So half-half with a different chord as well. So let's finish off the last one. We're going to take the B note here on string 3 from our B triad, and we're going to move it to its octave. Now this one will be a bit different, and I think that's because of that string tuning again on the 3rd string. So it's going to go from here, 4th fret, 3rd string, and it's going to go over here. So at this time it's actually 4 frets apart. So you got the note 1, 2, 3 equals 4 plus 1, and then we end up another 3 strings up and we get our octave. So our shape's going to look like this. 4th fret 4th, 6th fret 5th, and 7th fret 6th. Now interestingly, the minor shape is only slightly different to this shape, so we take that note in the middle and we're going to drop it back a fret. So if we move up a whole step and another whole, drop this note down a fret, we get the E flat minor triad. And from our previous shape, we had this. And again, same rule applies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, up 3, and we get the note. And we get our triad. Lastly, then we have the D flat, which is the same as the previous major voicing, and we complete the sequence. So that wraps things up basically, and this is a really good method for making the whole process of learning all your triads a lot easier. You can also work your way across by finding the next note, 3 notes, find the next note in the triad and move across that way. But this actually kind of saves time on that, because once you've learnt the shapes here and then all over the strings, then you're going to know them wherever they are. So in any case, hope that's helped you out and have some fun with it. Try it out with a backing track, and I'd also suggest trying to do some different voicings using those basics, so the major voicings and the minor voicing. You can always add different things to them as well just to test them out. In any case, I'll catch you all later. Thanks for supporting me, and I'll see you soon for the next lesson. Until then, bye for now.